this week's episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamond is Unbreakable. Everybody's favorite cantankerous old adventuring man is showing up, and I'm talking about Joseph Joestar, and Red Hot Chili Pepper has plans to snuff him out. The Red Hot Chili Pepper stand is so damn cool. It's like a combination of Golden Frieza and a Kappa that's been electrified. This thing's just really cool looking, and this week's episode was action-packed and had some really great classic JoJo moments. The first half of the episode was pretty terrifying when Josuke was just hanging out at his house, when suddenly the TV just turned on by itself, and there he was, the Red Hot Chili Pepper, just standing in the middle of a soap opera. He jumps out of the TV and starts to attack Josuke, threatening that he is going to be going after Jotaro, but he needs to get stronger because Josuke kinda wails on him right here. His crazy diamond just makes Red Hot Chili Pepper look like a little electrified bitch. And you know what? It's satisfying as hell. It's filled to the brim with all of that great action you love from the JoJo series, combined with just the crazy look of the stands, which is one of the key reasons to check out this show. The Red Hot Chili Pepper realizes that there is no way it's going to be able to take down Jotaro if it can't go against Josuke, so he decides to escape and become stronger. This is when Josuke, Koichi, and of course Okuyasu decide they're going to meet with Jotaro far away from anything electrical so they can discuss what they're going to do about this thing. The other thing is, though, Joseph Joestar's getting ready to come into town, and I was praying that they were going to show him in this episode. They're still keeping him really mysterious, and apparently he is just a decrepit old man at this point. Like, he's got, like, Alzheimer's, he's completely weak, he's got cataract eyes, he's just an old, super cantankerous version of the character. I cannot wait to see how he's evolved, because every single version of Joseph has been so unique. Him as a young man, him as an old man in Stardust Crusaders, who I think was the perfect version of him. I can't wait to see him now that he's basically just this old, stupid man who's probably crapping his pants. Oh my god! Holy shit! So Josuke, Koichi, Okuyasu, and Jotaro are out in the middle of this field, in the middle of nowhere, where nothing possibly electrical would allow Red Hot Chili Pepper to attack them. That is until you realize that one of them actually drove a motorcycle, and that means he could easily get into that battery. And that's exactly what happens. He hears everything that's going down and decides he's going to go meet Joseph Joestar at the docks and kill him before they can even have a chance to see him. So he tries to hijack the bike. That's when Okuyasu is using the power of his stand, the hand, to actually move through space, jump on top of the bike, and destroy it. And this leads to this fantastic action sequence where Okuyasu does a really good job of actually fighting against the Red Hot Chili Pepper, almost defeating him by him constantly swiping at him, taking the space away, and even destroying parts of the ground. However, this actually ends up biting him in the ass, because as Jotaro and his friends are getting closer, the Red Hot Chili Pepper is getting into Okuyasu's head, saying, if you let him get close enough, I'm gonna cut his head off. That's right, you might need to take me out right now. Basically, he's baiting Okuyasu, and as soon as he attacks him, he gets out of the way, and he actually destroys the ground, and underneath are these electrical wires, which allows the Red Hot Chili Pepper to not only escape, but to come back out even stronger before, and cut off Okuyasu's freaking arm! Now, while the scene is incredibly shocking, and I was shocked to see it actually happen, I was still kind of not worried, because of course Josuke can use his power to bring him back, but we get to see that in a way that I didn't even think was possible, and what's really cool is the Red Hot Chili Pepper tries to take Okuyasu's body and travel with him through all of the electrical cables, kind of like what he did with his brother. But Josuke is actually able to take Okuyasu's severed arm, use his powers to bring his body back forcibly. Basically, the body just comes right back like a slingshot, and it also brings the Red Hot Chili Pepper back with him. Red Hot Chili Pepper decides to escape, but man, what a creative and awesome sequence that was right here. So what's the rundown on this week's episode of Diamond is Unbreakable? Man, the Red Hot Chili Pepper stand is so great. Definitely the best competent villain that I've seen from the series thus far, but one who is not invincible. If Okuyasu could almost take this guy out, I'm pretty sure almost any of the other characters could do it. And I was almost a little frustrated at some parts of the episode, especially when Jotaro was really close. Why didn't he just stop time, get in there, and just start wailing on the dude? They could have completely destroyed him. Although there is one key reason for this. They want to keep him alive. They want to figure out where the bow and arrow is, and if they kill him, well, they're not going to be able to get that information. The real star of this episode, though, without a doubt, is Okuyasu. This guy is so great. He's so stupid, but he can also be really creative in the midst of battle. I especially love when he decided to jump on top of the bike and destroy it right there. That way he would have nothing to escape Ku for like hundreds of miles. It was really, really great. And the fact that he was able to push him back that much and even deal that much damage to him is great. You know, he's not the weakest character. In fact, they've brought it up multiple times that Okuyasu's stand is one of the more devastating that we've seen from the series. And when you see what it's truly capable of, you can understand that. There were also a few little moments in this episode that I thought were really funny. Like, they showed this before, but I love the fact that Josuke is apparently playing on some sort of N64. That's what the controllers look like anyway. I also really like the scene where after Okuyasu had his arm cut off by the Red Hot Chili Pepper and he was sucked into the electrical wires, how Koichi was like the only one freaking out about any of this, and Jotaro and Josuke were just being real cool about it, trying to figure out how they can attack the Red Hot Chili Pepper. But of course, that's because Josuke realizes that he can just use his stands to bring him back. That is a really useful stand to have around, and it's going to be really difficult when Josuke is around for there to be a lot of tension just because of his ability to actually heal people. I have a feeling that the more we get into the series, there's going to have to be ways for them to sort of separate them from Josuke or to incapacitate him. Otherwise, things aren't going to be that serious. With Josuke around, he's pretty much the Dende of the series. Otherwise, this was a high-octane, electrified episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which any JoJo fan must definitely check out. So I'm going to give this episode right here a 4 out of 5. Super solid. Check it out, JoJo fans. You might see something you like. If any of you did have the opportunity to watch this week's episode of Diamond is Unbreakable, please tell me what you thought about it in the comment section below. Did you have a favorite scene or action scene from this episode? Did you like this one? Did you hate it? Please tell me why in the comment section below, and make sure to tell me what you hope to see from the rest of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Diamond is Unbreakable. That's right, it's that time of the video where I ask you to subscribe and hit the like button and maybe even check out all our other cool videos. Make sure to do that. But guys, thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, stay dandy, baby.